we outside. I can't believe y'all got me on this Clubhouse app. Listen, y'all excited to be here? Cause we about to just do what we do.
Yeah, come you done brought everybody outside. Look at you.
No correction. Y'all brought me outside because I'm gonna be completely transparent. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do a Clubhouse room, but y'all was like, it ain't nothing to it but to do it. We might as well do a Clubhouse room since we at it, and here we are. Here we are. So, but that's what happens when you rock with people like that that push you outside your comfort zone, and everybody want to see everybody win. That's what we do. So I'm excited. So excited. So look, I'm gonna get to what we doing, who we are in a second, but I just got to tell y'all. So I have a full face of makeup on, and I'm gonna post it on the IG page, on the Instagram page, so y'all can see. Follow if y'all not following the IG page, go to Instagram, type in DDW Network and follow that page. You can also hit the link. I believe Jazz put the link up there, but it should be on there. But I put on a full face of makeup. I'm gonna tell you why. I got on the onesie though, because I was cold. So don't judge me. It's my business, like Auntie Tab say. But I have a full face of makeup because I was like, you know what? Initially leading up to this, I was treating it like it was just one of our meetings. Like it's one of our Sunday meetings. We just kick it. We get together. We talk about, our goals, what we gonna do, what we trying to do. And that's how I was thinking about it up until this whole point. And then at the last minute, I was like, Kim, you show up for everybody else and you do the most literally for everybody else. Like I will encourage anybody, hype you up, whatever. But you got to stop treating the stuff that you do so casually, right? So I said, look, I'm going to be out here in a full face of makeup in my onesie and I'm going to be fly because I'm still at home. And I'm like I said, I'm a little cold, but I'm gonna feel good because I look good and I look cute in the face. So I'm gonna post a picture of it on the Instagram page while we go through um while we go through this whole thing because we got to stop we have to stop treating ourselves so casually because it's so easy for us to hype everybody else up all the time, and I can talk about anybody all day, but when it comes to myself, it's new territory, but I'm getting there. So today is my official start. I have makeup on and I feel good. Okay. So, look, we are going to kick it off. So, who is DDW Network? DDW Network, we started, um, I actually started this group back in 2019. It was a dinner, actually, on March 8th, 2019. And I was just sending out a bunch of messages to a bunch of ladies. And I was like, y'all, let's get together. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to Fridays and just celebrate us being us. Like, let's celebrate us, not the fact that we're mothers or that, somebody might work in corporate or somebody might be entrepreneur or a wife or whatever. Just the fact that I'm Kim, the fact that Ebony's Eb, the fact that Sierra, like the fact that we are just women who are dope. And so got together with a bunch of ladies. We went out to Fridays and it turned into a whole thing. Santa brought gifts. I didn't know what she was doing. I brought gifts. She didn't know what I was doing. And we were sitting there like, this is about to turn into something. This is about to turn into something. And I ended up buying and bringing little journals for everybody because I really wanted everybody to really know how dope they are within their own right, within themselves. And so that's what we did. Like at the dinner table, we wrote down little messages as to why we're dope. So dope stands for diligent, opulent, peaceful elegance. So we are that and so much more. This network is a network where people can come, feel comfortable being a woman, being a wife, being a mother, entrepreneur, infopreneur, intrapreneur, which is something that I recently learned. But single, dating, engaged, married, divorced, whoever, everybody on this, I don't even want to call it a stage. Everybody at this table that we are sitting at right now, because that's what truly is, it's a table. Everybody is represented here, and we are striving to walk in our true authentic selves, but by being dope, and we getting elevated into our purpose and walking into our purpose and going into our next level. So why I created this because I was coming out of a season where I was in isolation. I just went in isolation. I felt like I didn't have anybody that I could really go to and talk to about all of these things that I knew I was feeling. Like I've always known that I was destined for greatness. I was destined for something much greater than what I was doing. Like no job that I was in ever felt right. I was out of there within 2 or 3 years. Like I'm over y'all. It's getting boring because I learned what I need to learn. I'm ready for something new. So I've always known it was something else bigger for me, but I just didn't necessarily have the right people that I can go to and talk about these things, really discuss like the real stuff, like not the fluffy stuff, but the real stuff. Like, this is what I'm thinking. This is how I want to get there. But the stuff in between, I don't know which way to go, how to turn. This is how I'm feeling. Like, just let me be human and let you know how I'm feeling. And then we can go into everything else from there. And that was back around the time where everybody was like, you got to get a seat at the table. You got to get the seat at the table. And Solange came out with her album that everybody loved. It's a dope album, not going to lie. Um, and so I was like, God, I don't have a table that I can sit at. Like, I don't have a table that I feel comfortable at. I don't have a seat. I don't have a step. I don't have a rock. I don't have anything that I can sit down at to feel comfortable to be my authentic self. So along came DDW Network. Well, it was actually DAW back then, but now it God done changed it to DDW Network. Now, so this is a table. I didn't have a table, so God had me create a table that I wanted to sit at ultimately. And it's the best table. It's the best table, I'm telling y'all. So if y'all want to be a part of the table, please come join us. We love to have y'all. I've been rambling, so let me introduce myself real quick. I am Kim, aka the Joy Chemist. I'm here to implement and make sure that you walking in your purpose and you having fun and you being joyful and you're laughing your way through it. And if you're not laughing, then we got to stop and talk and sit and find out, where is it that you picked up stuff that you don't need to be carrying on your journey. So I think of it as a bag. You got a bag, your bag is packed, but along the way, either some people add it to your bag or you add it to your bag, and that stuff don't belong to you. So we got to unpack that. But it's okay because we can get you there. At the end of the day, joy is legally yours and you have every right to it. So that's who I am. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm also a wife of almost 7 years next month. I've been with my husband for 16 years. Um, and I love it. I love marriage. I absolutely love marriage. And that will be a topic for another day. Um, and my lovely ladies sitting at this table with me, they got to introduce themselves. So I'm gonna pass the mic to my sister. This is my real life blood sister. Everybody is my sister, but my real life blood sister, Ebony, over here. So I'm gonna kick it over to her and pass the peas like we used to do. Hey, Regina and Angie. Hey, y'all.
Hello, everybody. I am Ebony, yes, her one and only blood sister. And let me see, let me introduce myself. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the founder and CEO of Expeditions with a travel agency. And the way I feel about my travel agency is it's always a journey when you book your experiences with me. Also, I'm Ebony, the NP. A lot of people see NP. Okay, oh, you're a nurse practitioner. No, no, no. This is a different type of NP when you're dealing with me. I am Ebony, the nurturing practitioner. Yes, I'm a nurturer. I'm a nurturer at heart. That's what I do. I'm here. I help set the tone and the temperature for your day, your month, and your year. Kind of like, think of it as I'm your walking thermostat. So when you feeling down, I'm gonna bring the heat up, turn the heat up, and bring you up high. When you a little bit up there, a little bit too hot, I'm gonna help you cool down, and we're gonna bring it down. So that's me. I'm Ebony, your NP, your nurturing practitioner, and I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic to Miss Jasmine.
Sorry, guys. It took me a second because I had to get my kid quiet. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up? What's up on this Sunday? I am excited for the conversation, excited for the topic. I am Jasmine Deshay of the Jazz D brand on Instagram. I am a mother, content creator slash influencer, and social media strategist. Um, yeah, so I am excited for the topic that we got today. My 5-year-old, y'all might hear her in the background periodically because sis is on 10 on this Sunday, and we have been just enjoying a relaxing day with not too much, it's not hot outside and it ain't really raining. It's like the first fall day that already is making me feel ecstatic for sweater weather. Okay. Um, but no, I have been actually friends with Kim since we were about 10. So I'm not her blood sister, but I have known Kim for a long, a long time. And I'm excited that she invited me to be part of such an amazing network. So I'm here. We in this thing. So let's keep it going. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna pass it over to I'll pass it to Sierra, actually.
Hey ladies, okay, I'm new to this clubhouse, so I sound like a 60-year-old, but anyway, I figured out how to unmute my mic. So my name is Sierra Warren. I'm the owner of Delicious Sweets Bake Shop, where I'm the master baker and cake decorator. When I'm not doing cakes, I do a lot of work with young adults, teaching them work ethic and just how to navigate through life. I'm really, really, really excited to be a part of this group. I'm a giver by nature, and my motto is giving love to people every single day, and usually it's with sweets, but I believe that my presence just gives off love. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to pour into others as well as be poured into. So I'm very, very excited to be a part. Everybody on here is family. Kim and Eb are my sisters, and the other ladies, I love them dearly. So yes, I'm excited, I'm looking forward to it, and we outside. Oh, it's on you, Santa. You got it.
I just unmuted myself. I am actually getting over COVID. I don't know how I sound right now, but hopefully you guys can hear me. But my name is Santa. I go by Santa. I guess you can say that I am the optimist of the group. I bring in positivity almost. I can try to bring, or I can try to find positive in almost anything. I always try to offer people that like alternative way of looking at things. I think that's what I do. I'm a mother. I work with the literally homeless people on a daily basis. I am the owner of my own consulting business, NGK Consulting. I recently just moved to Georgia, so trying to expand my network out here in Georgia. I don't know. I think that's me. I think it like they said, everyone Kim and Eb are real sisters, and C is their sister as well. But literally, we all are sisters, and I enjoy being able to sit at this table. I am so proud of Kim for bringing us all together because it's been a long way coming. But we are here, we are present, we outside. I think everybody that gets the opportunity to sit with us can will probably attest to. We're a bunch of joy to be around. So I look forward to what we can do together.
Let's see here. So look, first off, Kim not about to cry today. So we just go keep it moving. Don't y'all start with that stuff. Don't y'all start with me about talking anyway. Because y'all know it don't take much for me to get emotional. I'm just super excited. I'm super excited. We have come a long way. DDW has come a long way since 2019, and the simple fact that I was the person that I'm not about to get up and talk in front of nobody, and now y'all got me on this app with replays on, talking in front of people, and this is just outrageous, but God is good and he know what he doing and he's very intentional. I had a conversation with God earlier. I said, look, you are hilarious because if it was up to me, no. But we got to do what he say do, right? So look, we going to get into this topic. We talking about identity, right? And I thought it was kind of funny that, and even right before we got on here, um, we've been talking about, well, y'all know that we got to get our bios together. For the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about we got to get our bios together and, you know, just make sure that we are able to articulate who we are. And it was funny because everybody was like, with the exception of C, because C been out here in the game for a minute, um, having to introduce herself because C is a force to be reckoned with. I'm gonna let her get to that in a minute, but and everybody on this up here on this top table is a force. But C been in the game for a minute, so but everybody was like, I don't really know, like, what should I say, how should I put it together, what should I do, what should I say, and I'm guilty of that too. And I was like, you know what, it's so easy, and I said this before, it's so easy for us to give words about somebody else and talk about somebody else and how great somebody else is, but when it comes time to show up for yourself, why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? And that is exactly why, like I said, I was like, let me put on some makeup. I'm not going nowhere, but let me put on some makeup because I'm going to show up for myself. And so I think that's the perfect spot to actually start this conversation is why is it so difficult, especially as us women, why is it difficult for us to show up for ourselves? Because at the end of the day, it's so easy for us to say, we got it, we can handle it, you know, we don't need no help. But we need help for ourselves when it comes to talking about ourselves. So let's start there. Like, why is that so difficult? I'm really curious. Anybody?
Well, I've always had a hard time with, and it's so funny because I literally just had this conversation with my husband, like not even an hour ago, talking about having a hard time, not really identifying with who I am, but choosing things for myself that I like to really know who I am, if that makes sense. Like the conversation we just had, I told him I was always the one that would go along with what the next person. For example, if he said, "Hey, honey, for date night, we're gonna go to the movies." You want to go to the movies? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I say, "Well, what movie we gonna see?" So he would ask me, "Well, what movie do you want to see?" I am that typical. Well, I don't know. Whatever movie you want to go see. Why? Because I was just happy to go spend time with my husband. But I've my entire life had a hard time with, well, what does Ebony like? Okay. Well, if you don't know who you like, do you even know who you are? So I'm literally at 37 years old, just now discovering who I am, what I like, what I don't like. And let me tell you about since I'm learning what I like and what I don't like, I have created some brand new boundaries. And I was like, oh no. I'm just realizing a lot of stuff Ebony just can't rock with like that.
Child,
Is it just
look.
me? Or because I'm like, oh my goodness, I never set boundaries with people because you want to go roller skating? Okay, sure, let's go roller skating. Versus anybody said, well, Ebony, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know. It don't matter. My answer was always, it doesn't matter. Why? Because I did not know my own identity. I did not know who I was. I didn't even at times know what Ebony believed in. Didn't even believe in Ebony. So this whole identity thing is brand new to me. I'm like a little baby deer out here, legs shaking, because sis don't know what's
Come
what.
on,
Okay, am
baby.
I the only one that's like this? Am I the only one, or anybody else?
No, it
No,
ain't just
not
you,
at
but
all.
you know.
Real quick with the boundary thing. And it's amazing because once you put boundaries in place, people be looking like you just hurt their feelings. Like, how dare you put boundaries up? What? Like, don't. All
Yeah,
right,
like
let
how
somebody
dare
else
you
talk because
not
I ain't.
let me like do things to you that like how dare you not let me invade your space where I actually agitate you? You know what I'm saying? Like People get
But
mad at the
we,
boundary
for
thing,
us,
but huh?
yeah, I'm sorry, Jazz. For people, you have to. We have. This is basically what we've created. This is it. This is who we've shown people that we are. People can only perceive you as what you like, how we carry ourselves, the things we allow. So we make people comfortable with that, and it's really hard. When yesterday you was just accepting of everything that was going on. Now today you flipping a script just as long as it took for them to learn the person that you presented as, they have to now learn this new person. We're not responsible for how people take us in after we've set these boundaries, but they're here. They have to stay. This is, you got to get to know me all over again.
That's a fact, and I'm actually happy that we kind of started it off this way, the conversation, because that boundary setting, people wanting to invade your space type of ordeal is how we fall into identity issues, to be honest, because a lot of us were not allowed to have boundaries, or even like a lot of us had to grow up basically with what your parents or your family said your identity was. Nobody had a chance to actually identify themselves for themselves or set boundaries in order to even explore that. So I'm just happy that we touched it from this angle, because this is going to be good.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, and then the funny thing is because, like I said before, Eb is my sister. She's my older sister. We're 4.5 years apart. So while Eb was got a chance to really go out and figure out who she was and do some things, because of her choices, it came back to me where it got shut down. Kim can't do nothing. I love you though, Eb, but Kim couldn't
I
do
love you,
nothing.
Kim. I didn't
I
mean
love you
it.
too. I love you too, girl. But you
Man, as a friend of
shut it
Kim's for a long
down.
time, when we couldn't get Kim to do stuff, we like, dang, her mama dang let her do nothing.
Nothing, nothing. And a lot of stuff, it wasn't even that, it wasn't serious, but at all. But the fact that I couldn't go do anything, it was just like, dang, like Em done messed it up for me. It's all right though, it's okay. But I remember like being on the computer, mama would have mama would have like save files of articles on different topics, and I'm like, I know this is for me because I don't know what Eb done got into, but Mama is now saving articles, and I don't even know if you knew that, Eb, but Mama is saving articles now because Eb gone. So we gonna make sure we gonna hold Kim down. We gonna hold Kim together. She gonna be
I
all
didn't
right.
even know that.
Yes, yes,
Oh, wow.
yes.
Wow.
But you know what? It's cool because it still shaped me to who I am today, and everything happened for a reason. And I'm grateful that you actually went out and did, paved the way. You paved the way for me, for me to.
Absolutely, because you know what, Ed? We was getting into some riffraff, okay? We ain't want to taint Kim with some riffraff, okay?
Oh,
So,
yeah, I wasn't gonna be bothered with no foolishness. Kim
but
don't
no,
do
like this, I'm
foolishness.
just happy we kind of reaching this conversation at this angle, because it actually pours into why so many of us are having identity issues, or issues with not knowing who we are or who we even want to be. And a lot of us are low key in the middle of an identity crisis. So this is good.
Yeah, there are a lot of people out there that's in the middle of a identity crisis. I'm glad that God scooped me up when He did, and stopped me from trying to really do anything and course corrected, and now I am where I am today because having to go through the things of not feeling rejected, um not feeling seen or heard. Baby, I was pushed to the corner, so nobody was really checking for me or anything like that. I was in the background a lot. To now to get to this point today where we own a clubhouse, I'm comfortable with talking. We out here, we doing it, doing other things. And for me to feel that I'm not faking, I'm not being nobody else. You have to accept me, and you get me as this full package, or I can't go. I can't go if I'm trying to be somebody else. Like that's a hard boundary for me. If you want me to conform or do something else or code switch, that's a whole nother conversation, because don't get me started on code switching. That's gonna literally have to be another conversation, y'all. But You gotta take me as I am or nothing at all. Who said that? Who sang that? I know that's a song. I just can't think of who it is.
That's Mary
I think
J.
that's Mary
Blige.
J.
Yeah.
Mary J.
I was over here singing it, but I ain't want to bless y'all with these vocals just yet.
Listen, bless us with the vocals. Minister Mary J. Blige had came out with that song, but it's true though. Like if I can't go how I am in my authenticity, then I don't want to go because it's an extra job. Like I don't want to have to work to try to be somebody else. That's not the move. That's not cool.
And a lot of us have like you. So a big theme. I don't know why I've been saying this all weekend, but I truly think environment matters as well. Even if, and you could try to like Ev had to, she was a founding father of some things for you that brought your parents to the light where it's like, no, we're gonna pause and make sure that we get this right with Kim. But we have to all think about we come from kind of a smaller environment. It was a lot going on around us, which also shaped your identity as well. But this weekend, it's been constantly coming to me. A lot of people are big fish in small ponds, and if that's all you're used to, you don't really know that. You adapt to your environment, you adapt to what's around you, and until you get a chance to go out there and start to explore different things, you will never know that maybe I am a big fish in a small pond. And when you switch up your environment, it does open you up to being able to spend that time to figure out exactly who you are as a person.
That's 100% true. Cause you know what? When you and I tell y'all this, but I don't even know if y'all didn't realize when Clubhouse came out. Santa, you were telling me about it, and Jasmine, you were telling me about it, and another one of my classmates was telling me about it. All of y'all were telling me about it at the same time. But your sis got an Android. Don't clown me. But I had an Android, so I couldn't get on. But then I realized, like, hey, you do have an iPad. So I ended up getting on. What was that? January of 2021, last year. And when I got on that app, I'm telling y'all, this app here that we own now, wow, that just hit me. Um, that literally just hit me. When I got on this app, my life changed. When I tell you, like my mind, my thoughts, my dreams got bigger. It was just a fact of I didn't know. I didn't know that a lot of stuff was possible. And now we in rooms where people like I done made friends, people live in the Carolinas, down south, Atlanta, Georgia, California, like everywhere. I'm literally in constant contact with people from all over, and I'm learning from each and every one of them and learning from the different topics that's being discussed. And my mind has expanded. If you think about it, in all my 32 years, it took 1 year for my mind to expand into something to where I'm striving for greater things. I'm trying to go bigger than I've ever imagined going before. I done wrote a book. You know what I'm saying? Like my book is about to come out. I'm an author now. Like that's crazy. That that was those ideas were so far fetched. But when y'all brought me to this app, world was changed, and that's what I truly believe that I was a fish in a smaller pond. And look, we in the big pond now. We in the sea.
Him, you forcing us all out here. You, you are getting us outside for real. Like the conversations we've sat and I mean, we are all of our meetings ever since BDW has started. All of our meetings have been just we've been elevating at like a rapid rate. But Kim, you've been doing what needs to be done.
And all of this has taken place like suddenly, so quick. Like, honestly, a year isn't that long, but for such, even speaking for me, for the dramatic changes that I've taken, it has not even been a full year. And I'm like, the elevation right now is ridiculous. Like, this transition I'm going through, it's like everything that literally has been happening has been all of a sudden. And I just want to tell Kim that I am so proud of you, because had it not been for you, none of us will be right here right now on this platform, because you're the one who introduced me to Clubhouse. And I remember when I first signed up for Clubhouse, I was like, oh, okay. And then she told me about the different rooms. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she kind of told me about specific rooms. So I started joining them and listening in on those. And like my spiritual growth and my physical growth, like in every aspect of my life, I began to grow. And I'm like, okay, Kim might be on to something. And now you have us all here seated at this table where there is room for everybody. Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on, no matter what's the situation, it's so much room for all of us here. And this is just, it's not even the top. This is just the beginning. For all of us to be sitting here right now on Clubhouse together, moderating the room together. Kim, I have to give my props to you, because I'm very proud of you and happy that you started all of this.
Now you know Kim came on here and said, "Don't start."
I couldn't help it.
I
I
know
couldn't
she in
help
her
it.
hair right now. She get she is so she probably like, what is they trying
It's
to
like,
do with
what is
me?
going on? This is not what we were supposed to be doing today. What is going on?
Look, I grabbed my box of tissue sitting right here just in case, because I already know. I already know. And I know Kim better have hers over there too.
And Sierra, you gotta step in a little bit more. See,
'Cause
I know.
I'm
See,
sure over
see.
here, like I know they been not did no back channel stuff and to set me up, because I told y'all I'm
Listen,
not about to be on here crying today. Don't
it's
y'all
gonna be
start.
a hot mess. Watch, Kim. That makeup gonna be gone. Okay, but
See, that's
you
why
know
that's
what?
why I took a picture at first. Let me go get my tissue, because y'all playing.
Because I know Kim was not trying to because I know Kim like does not even want to go there today, because we can all easily make Kim cry in a good way though, where she just get emotional about when good things get said, but they be good things that be true. But I will say, because we kind of on the topic, um just about that, now we've all reached this point and everybody's in these journeys, as far as like, Julius, give me a second. And everybody's in these journeys where they're trying to either figure out their identities, or you're in the middle of an identity crisis, or you're trying to figure out, where am I, who am I, where am I going, what am I doing. And in that, for me personally, I would say probably about maybe 2-3 years ago, because my child was a toddler at the time, I was struggling with imposter syndrome. Like, you know, me feeling like, me knowing that I wasn't okay, but frauding myself to be like, you're good, you're okay. And it just wasn't true. And that alone was affecting me in every area of my life at that time, honestly, as anything, as a 9 to 5er, as a mom, as a friend, as everything. Like, it was just affecting me in every aspect of life at the time. So I actually just have a question for the ladies up here, and please, in the audience, feel free to chime in the group, in the chat, because we do want to hear from you guys, and we do want to hear what you guys have to say. Just put it in the chat, if you have any questions or anything as well. But who has struggled in the areas of like imposter syndrome? And imposter syndrome, basically, loosely, is pretty much defined as where you doubt your abilities and you feel like a fraud. So then you show up a different way, even though you show up in a way where it's not you, and you're battling with yourself. Like, you're battling with who you are and who you want to be, with who you think you should come off as. So I just want to hear.
Well, I'll speak up. And I guess I didn't really think about this till you just asked that question. I want to say a person that I at one point was pretending to be, and I'm not saying anything against anybody that, no offense to anybody that considers themselves the ratchet person, but Ebony wanted to be that ratchet person so bad. Okay, I'm doing any and everything just like everybody else and participating in this and that because it's like I pretty much yearn to be that ratchet person. So I'm trying to be this ratchet person, and that's not who I am. That's nowhere deeply rooted in me. I don't have an ounce. I don't have a touch. I don't have a hint. None of that. And I guess I never really thought about that until you just asked this question. That's something that I actually battled with for years, like a very long time.
Okay, that's under listen. And this is why we're all here, right? Is trying to figure out where we are like just really try to think deeper and dig deeper into ourselves because right now today we talking identity. And just to even reset the room really quick, if you haven't already, make sure y'all click the green mansion in the top right hand corner of the page. It's right underneath the peace sign. Make sure you guys are following the club, following everybody on stage, follow every moderator up here as they do engage in other rooms on Clubhouse that have topics across ranges of different things. Make sure you guys click the link at the top of the page to go follow everyone on social media to make sure you get into the Facebook group for DDW and follow the DDW Network Instagram page as well, because there will be more things to come as time goes on. So yeah, just make sure y'all click that link and then click the greenhouse at the top. And then make sure also that you save the replay because this might be a good replay to go back and actually re-listen to. But back to the conversation, right? I will say I came while y'all were talking, while we've been talking since we started, to be honest, that's the thing that kept coming up in my mind was like imposter syndrome. Because I really felt like who I was showing up on the outside was not who I felt like on the inside. So I'm like, I'm showing up as this person, but I don't feel like this person, whether it was good or bad, in layman's terms. And nowadays, you might be a person that shows up as a baddie, but you don't really feel like one. You might be a person that shows up as a person struggling with depression, even though like you don't necessarily feel like that, but you're not even recognizing that something else is going on to make you reflect, a different pattern or a different look or a different behavior. So it's just you're frauding yourself. And the question is why? Or have you dealt with that before? And do you think, if you think deeper, do you think that's where you are right now? Like, are you struggling with imposter syndrome? Are you struggling with not showing up as your authentic self? Because I'm a person that still struggles with that sometimes, even right now. I just was having a conversation with Kim recently about where I know what God wants me to do when it comes to mom content, what types of things he wants me to talk about. And for whatever reason, I still had a guard up with showing up to share those pieces of information and showing up to share that insight, showing up to share those parts of myself that I just do not want, that I've never really wanted everybody knowing about, and that I never wanted my following to know about. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's the struggles in single parenthood, whether it's like financial or with the other parent, whatever the case may be, that's considered like imposter syndrome, a portion of imposter syndrome, because you are showing up one way, but there's also pieces of you that you leaving out. So I'm gonna pass the mic on to somebody else, but I just wanted to touch that real quick.
Listen, so to answer your one question, I do not believe that I am still in imposter syndrome. That sounds great to say, and I just got chills. I am no longer in, I'm going to just say it because, speak those things. I am no longer in operating in imposter syndrome. I am myself. I am Kimberly Andy Dine. I am an author. I am an entrepreneur. I'm that woman. Okay. I'm going to just be straight up. I'm that woman. And I'm not going to continue to act like I'm not that woman because I am, because that's who God made me to be. And if I'm rocking with God and I'm royalty, then I'm going to be that. So I'm that woman. Okay. So let's backtrack though. So so I struggle with that so much. And I wrote that in my book. That's one of the sections in my book. Um I'm really trying not to do the cheesy um book drop. But I got a book coming out, y'all. It's gonna be available for pre-sale September 19th. Okay, it's my platform. So we just gonna do that. Anyway, um I struggle with that so much because I'm like in my mind, in my heart, and within my body. I know that I'm amazing, right? But on the opposite end, in a lot of my environments, when I showed up as Kim, that was too much for everybody else to handle. And they would try to make me feel some type of way. They would ostracize me. They would that would be another means for them to push me to the side because Kim is too much for us. So because Kim is too much, we're not about to give her that attention. We're not about to give her that energy. So we gonna make her feel small. And that I took that, internalized that, and then continuously made myself feel small. So I would operate in a small way. I wouldn't do too much. I would just do enough. I know I can go above and beyond, but I'm gonna just do enough because I don't want people to feel out of place because I can go out here and be great. Um and that ate me up. That ate me up. And that caused me to be silent. That caused me to be mute. That caused me to not express my opinion. I've always had opinions, but I didn't express them because I didn't feel safe enough to express them. I didn't feel safe because I thought people were going to attack me. A lot of times I would try to express myself. It would be brushed off. It would be considered as, oh, somebody else told you that. You don't really think that. You really don't feel that way. So it made me play it small for a long time. And I'm like, I know I'm a creative. I have creative ideas. I have all these amazing things I want to do. And I can see, if somebody is doing something and I'm like, no, if you do it this way, it will come out so much better. But I never felt comfortable to express any of that because I'm like, I'm sick of getting shut down. I'm sick of, giving of myself and others not pouring back into me. It was just like I'm over it. And so not only did I become a mute, I tried to be a jerk. I tried to be a real a real jerk. I'm gonna be honest, my name is Kim, and I tried to treat people like trash because I felt like they were treating me like trash. So I attempted to treat people like I didn't care, like I don't really care what you're saying to me right now. Get out of my face. Like I really tried to treat people like trash. It didn't last. It did not last at all. Because it felt so wrong. It just didn't feel right in my body that but I really tried to be a real jerk to people and it wasn't working for me. But it made me feel sad to be like so many of other people's opinions have caused me to really be somebody that I'm not. Like that's so messed up. That's so messed up. And it's a lack of respect for myself and for other people. Like I don't respect myself enough if I'm just going to change up how I am to make you feel comfortable. And now it's just like, you going to have to be uncomfortable with me. I'm here. I'm loud. I'm proud. You can't miss me. You can't miss all these teeth I got in my mouth because you're going to see them all the time. And you're just going to have to deal with that. And if you don't like it, you got to take that up with my management, which is God, is not me. You're angry at God. You're not angry at me because he made me this way. So I got to do what I got to do. So, yeah, I think that's a mic drop moment. I'm going to be quiet. Who next?
Okay, y'all, this is weird because like I hear y'all talking, but when it's my turn to talk, I don't hear nobody. But I'm gonna go ahead. So that was real good, Kim. I'm so glad that you are who you are and you're your authentic self and you loud and proud at this point, okay? Because that's who we need. But I really feel led to um tell my story about this relationship that I was in because I was listening to Ebb talk and Kim talk and Jazz talk, and. um. I was with somebody who was like displaying to be one way, but behind closed doors, they were like somebody completely different. So I got to start from the beginning. I met this guy. um Honestly, I wasn't supposed to be talking to no guys. I had told God, like, look, I'm about to get myself together. It's just me and you. We got these goals. Let's do it. So I moved away. I said I was gonna do X, Y, and Z. Soon as I moved away, I meet this guy. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, this guy has to be from God because this is something totally different, something that I've never experienced before. So I kept saying this guy was so different. He was nice looking. He didn't have any kids. He had a job, a house, a car. Everything seemed good. He was very into the church, which is great because I'm avid church goer. I'm a believer. This is wonderful. So now I'm believing like this is really from God. Once I really got a chance to know this person, everything that I was seeing was a fraud. Like this guy literally didn't have any of that stuff. He had it, but it wasn't his. And like he seemed like he was a great person, but he really wasn't. So we would be out places and people would be like, "Oh my goodness, you guys look so happy. You're a power couple, blah blah blah." We wasn't none of that. He was like a scumbag. Like the worst of the worst. But at this point, when I realized he was a scumbag, I had already gotten in too deep and I felt like, okay, I'm gonna rock this out. I ain't just gonna leave him. I'm gonna pray for him and God gonna change him and, all of this. And the reality is the person that I was started to be more like who he was. So he was angry. I became angry. He was yelling and cussing all the time. Here I am yelling and cussing right back with him. I mean, it even got to the point where like his attitude, his spirit, it jumped off on me. And I was fighting him, like physically fighting him because he would make me so angry. He had such a bad temper and he would make me so angry to the point where I was fighting him. And my mom was like, "See, like, what's going on? You ain't never seen fighting, growing up. Me and your dad never fought. Like, what is up? This not even like you." And I couldn't even give her an answer. And on the outside, everybody thought we were such a beautiful couple. We were doing so well because he was putting on this facade. And I would just kind of take the back seat. But when we got home, all hell was breaking loose. And I just want to say, anytime you got to fake it till you make it, that's not it. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. That's not who you're supposed to be with. That's not who you are. You got to let it go. And I put on with it. I mean, I even got married to the fool, even after God told me not to. He literally told me to wait. And I was like, we can't wait. The wedding is in 2 months. I did it anyway. I still was embarrassed at the end because I ended up getting a divorce. But I was faking it and I thought I was making it, but it just gave me a world of trouble at the end. So I realized that the person that I was with, I allowed him to change my identity. But once I got tired and I remembered who I was and I remembered what I would not tolerate, what I would not allow, I was able to walk away and let all that go. Despite how it made me look, despite how it made me feel, I was paranoid, I was scared, I was frustrated, I was upset. I went through every emotion possible, but I did whatever I had to do to get back to who I was because I allowed that distraction to rip me of my identity and I conformed to something that I definitely was not. So I don't know why I was led to share that, but there it is. I hope it helps somebody.
No,
You
but that
needed
was
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
good.
You needed to
Look.
share that. See,
Yes.
you have such a heavy anointing on your life. Whether I know that you know that, and you're stepping into your power now. But you did that in a this all of this heavy baggage that you was carrying. You did your turnaround in a year or less than a year. It takes some people so long to even realize because they are just so deep into like just conforming to whatever is around versus truly taking that time and spending that time with yourself, learning who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, that's exactly what you're gonna do. You're just gonna conform to whatever is closest to you. We do it when we gotta go to work. You walk in a room at work, and instead of, if you don't truly know who you are, whatever that environment is, you just adapt to it and you wear that one hat. when you leave that space, you step into another one. When you go home, you have to put on another hat. And as long as you don't know who exactly who you are, and you can shape the rooms around you, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take on those things.
And that goes with just like Eb just said, we are the thermometers and we adjust the temps. But with your
That's good.
situation, see, that goes with um that goes with setting up boundaries, being a life or death situation. Like, you are not a fighter, but all of a sudden you fighting a grown man. Like, hold on, what's going on? Where do we do that at? And it's just like, that's why it's so important. I almost use a big word. I'm trying not to use college words, but God be doing that to me. But it's so important to know who you are, so can't nobody else tell you who you are. Like, I know who I am. You're not about to walk up on me and tell Kim, "Oh, Kim, you a mean person. You don't take care of business." Nah, nah, homie. I know how I work. I know how I operate. I know who I am, and you don't have the opportunity to change me. I can help y'all adjust, but you don't get to change. I know who I am, and that's, man, that's a life or death situation. Because I'm so grateful to God that you got out of there, because number one, we may not have been able to meet you, but um, just for your safety and your sanity, like, that's just crazy. That's crazy, man. Real quick reset. Hey y'all, welcome to the first DDW network room. D.O.P.E Divine Women Network Room. D.O.P.E stands for Diligent, Opulent, Peaceful Elegance. We're so glad you're here. We're out here walking in our authentic purpose, leveling up, doing what it is God wants us to do, bringing a bunch of ladies with us along the journey. If you want to connect with us, if you want to come on with the journey with us, you don't want to miss out on being a part of this group. Let me tell y'all, look, I'm gonna give you an example why in a second here, but the link that's above us, go ahead and click that link, follow the IG page. If you want to go ahead and join the Facebook group, get on in there, because God is doing some things. He's moving, he's shaking. Um, and click the green mansion above us too to follow the club, to be a part of the club. We outside. We are outside. This has been years in the making, and we are outside. So we are talking about identity. We are talking about imposter syndrome, authenticity, and false humility. That is the topic of discussion today. Jazz, that was my first reset. How I do? Did I do all right? Did I do all right, girl?
Yeah, I got this thing down pat because I have no, I can mute myself and unmute myself, but I'm seeing hearts, I'm seeing all that type of stuff. You did great, Kim.
I did it. Okay. See, I'm out here. I'm trying. I'm trying. So look, y'all want to be a part of this group. This is the type of discussions we actually have when we meet up and talk. So they convinced me, my co-visionaries of this network convinced me to get on Clubhouse. Because I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna almost be transparent. I will always be transparent. I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it. It was a joke. It started out as a joke, and here we are, and we're being consistent. But here's the thing: God is like that, and He loves us enough to be like, all right, I'm gonna let you laugh, but guess what? You still gonna do what I want you to do. So, talking about that, right? So, this is why you want to be connected with such amazing, dope people that's gonna push you out of your comfort zone. So, like I said, this started out as a joke. Like, what if we just have a clubhouse room? Da 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 da. Joking, whatever, whatever. Boom, here we are. So this isn't a matter of the last 2.5, maybe 3 weeks at the very most. But another situation occurred where we spoke something out of our mouths and it turned into an amazing opportunity. And that is with Sierra and her journey. And like Ebony said, it's turned into gold. And God is really, truly accelerating what it is that we're all doing, and everyone in this room, like every last one of y'all that's in this room is completely dope. I love every last one of y'all, and I'm so grateful that God has allowed me to cross paths with y'all. I truly love y'all. Y'all my sisters. I rock with y'all for sure. But Sierra, Sierra has been on a journey, a health journey, and has been juicing, and so we were legit making a joke like, "Hey, you can just juice all that and sell that at the bake shop, and that way people can get sweets and they can get the other side and get healthy stuff." And the rest is history. I'm gonna let C actually elaborate on that story because we are still in shock and awe of how quickly this situation went down. Again, it went from a joke to being reality. So C, you gotta tell us the story.
Okay, so since Kim gonna make me tell the story, let me just say this. If you do not want to be stretched, if you don't want to go to the next level, like you might as well just go because once you are connected with us, like you have no choice but to elevate, to grow, to go to the next level. So, yes, I've been on this health journey and I started juicing and I've been sharing my results on social media. So, I had people ask me like, "Hey, can I buy the juice? Can I buy the juice?" Now, I have a bakery. I have two locations, so people are always trying to buy stuff from me. But I mean, at this point, they're like, everybody, I guess, wants to be healthy, maybe don't have enough discipline to be healthy. But anyway, they asking about his juice. Now, the thought crossed my mind, but I was like, nah, I'm not even thinking about that. I got enough going on. I'm not doing that. So then these jokers in this group chat, they kicking around talking about, oh, see, you should start selling the juice. And then Santa talking about, yeah, you gonna have a juice bar. And then Kim talking about, oh yeah, we got the name. And here come Eb, Juicy Juice, and she got a whole punchline, and I'm just laughing at them. And I'm like, the more I thought about it, the more people kept asking, like, oh, you should sell the juice. Can you sell the juice? So I'm like, okay, I ordered some bottles and I didn't tell them I was ordering the bottles. I didn't tell them I had asked this girl to make me a menu and they were like, "Oh yeah, you gonna have your juice bar, you gonna do this, you gonna do that." And I'm like laughing at them, like, "Look, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't really know about that." But they were literally like putting it in the atmosphere and speaking this thing out, and it literally manifested in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks. I had a whole flyer. I had juice orders. I'd sold like 70 the first time, then 55 a couple days later. These people won't leave me alone with these juice orders, these juice cleanses. And at this point, I need some help. I need an assistant. So, back to what I was saying. If you have an idea, if you walking in your purpose and you do not want to be stretched and you do not want to level up, you might as well just go ahead and go because once you get connected and you start sharing, what your purpose is and what you want to do, we are going to stretch you and push you and help you get there. And the funny thing is, I'm usually the one who's like pushing other people and trying to help them get their stuff going because I've probably been there before, like from nothing to something as a 10-year business owner. But this time, these jokers, they got me. So, yes, Juicy Juice is a whole thing now. It's right under Delicious Sweets, and we are actively taking orders, shipping orders, filling orders, and yeah, it's a thing.
And that is like I can attest to that. That is exactly how it happened. And it like for us it's just natural as well. That's what we're gonna do is we just be bouncing ideas off of each other. All it starts with somebody just throwing something on the table and we're not gonna let you forget that you threw that on the table.
Listen, and now she talking about shipping them. Hold on, I didn't know about that. But listen, see, that's the beautiful thing about this is we literally just kick around ideas and talk and joke around. But when I say God, God breathed on that thing, and it was 2 weeks turnaround, and she out here selling
And
out
she is definitely telling the truth. She did not tell us nothing. Like we constantly joking
nothing.
about it. Like, see, this is what you supposed to be doing. Do it now. And she had not said anything.
Not, and that's the true definition of put your head down and just move. Like sometimes we definitely need to wait and hear from God, but sometimes God is also looking like, what you gonna do? You gonna make a move? When you move, I move just like that. Like, what's up? And she literally moved, and we was like, wait a minute, why is she got a flyer and she talking about she parked up somewhere selling juice? Like what just happened? But that's the dope thing about it, is being part of this group and being a part of this crew and having a seat at this table, this unique table. Like nothing is too big, nothing is too small. We don't judge you. We don't like, what do you need from us to help you, to push you forward? Because at the end of the day, and we're all secure in who we are. And you know what? Let me say it like this, because it really it burns my grits that people believe that women cannot work together. Women can't get along. Women can't. But this is 100%, and many other groups that I'm a part of and networks, that women 100% can absolutely work together and get along and pray for each other and have each other's back and be ready to fight when we need to be ready to fight, and pray and just check on you for, I mean, every possible thing that a woman needs, we have right here. It's absolutely 100% possible. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise, because it's simply not true. If somebody is saying that, they just haven't found the right people. You have to get around the right people. But that was just a testament. Like, we were legit joking around, and boom, it's happening. And I'm hearing Kiera, it keeps happening for me. And that's how it's been for the last how many weeks. It's just stuff keep happening for everybody, and we like, look, if God gonna bless you, then we know he gonna bless you, and he gonna bless you, and he gonna bless me, and everybody is cool. It's your turn, you gonna get a blessing, but God is gonna spin a block for me. He coming right back around for me. So that's the amazing thing about this, and I'm getting so excited. I need to calm down so somebody else take the mic so I can because I'm
I
about to turn
I
up.
would chime in. I'll chime in for a second because in our group chat we actually I think I posted in the group chat maybe like 3 weeks ago, and it was how I had saw something on social media that like really reminded me to just stay grounded, because when you see God moving in favor around your friends and all this other stuff, you may feel like something's not happening for you in that moment, or you may feel like, okay, you know what, I know he's gonna spin the block on me. So when you know that he's in the vicinity, you know you next up. That's how you just know. Like he's and when he in the vicinity of blessing everybody around you, that's how you know you're literally next up. Because you've surrounded yourself with people that's already gonna pour into you. You've surrounded yourself with people that's gonna keep you grounded. And you've surrounded yourself with people that are going to like literally pull you back up. That's how you know God is right here. So do I want to stay here or do I want to go over there? Oh no, baby, I want to stay right here. So I just had to hop in and say that real quick.
That was a big thing too, Jazz. That's what you constantly like everywhere. Everything that's been happening for everybody in this group within the last couple of months. When you threw that out there, like, nah, God is in the room. I know I'm sitting, I'm chilling. I know exactly I'm right where I'm supposed to be because I'm seeing it happen around me. So that's been a big thing for me as well.
The fact that we can celebrate, that's an issue with a lot of women. I feel, this is my personal opinion, a lot of women can't celebrate the next woman. And the fact that I know when C Juices took off, I was the first one. I took a screenshot on her Facebook page. Since I said, Kim, look what C done did. And she was like, what? I said, girl, she out here selling juices. And she, no, she not. Yes, she is. The fact that in our DDW network group, we celebrate each other. Today might not be my day. Today I might be down and out. But the fact that Sierra over here booming and she sprouting and she growing and she producing and God is doing that thing for her. I'm gonna celebrate her because I know if God gonna do it for her, God gonna do it for me. He at her house right now. Oh, he must about to drive around the corner and come down the street and come to my house next. So a lot of people, not a lot of people, I'm sorry, a lot of women have a hard time celebrating the next woman when they're in their due season, when they're in their it season, their suddenly season. That's the one thing we have to make sure we do is to continue to celebrate each other. Today might not be my day. Today might not be when mine is coming. It might not hit my bank account today or tomorrow. But guess what? I know that because I'm in this group, around this group of ladies, God has a cloud over me that has me covered. And so when that cloud gets to rumbling and something start dropping down, I know God finna sprinkle, he finna drizzle, and he gonna rain on me, and he gonna flood me out. And I know when it's my turn, they gonna be celebrating me just like I celebrated them, because we celebrate each other and help raise each other up to the next level. Because I can tell you, if it wasn't for these ladies right here, I had many a days and I was down and out, and I was like, y'all look, and they was like, yeah, no, you're this, you're that. Don't let the enemy tell you otherwise. Like, they boosted me up, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I just might be somebody. But we definitely have to continue, and if we don't do it now, start celebrating each other. Start celebrating everybody else's small wins, big wins, little wins, no wins.
Absolutely.
Ebony celebrating everything. Oh, I found $5 on the ground. Jesus, you didn't have to do it, but you did. Because I'm finna go buy this bag of chips. I'm just saying, it could be for
Listen, go get me a
anything.
bag of ruffles
Because that was
today.
$5 I didn't have 2 seconds ago. I'm like, okay, Lord, I see you. It might not be 5,000, but guess what? I'm gonna take it because I didn't have it before.
Listen, look,
That's
I'm
Listen,
over
good, Eb.
here rolling. You know what?
Yeah.
it's the
So,
bag of chips for me.
because the thing is, so I got so excited the other day. So we went to another one of the ladies we met through C, and she just opened, she had a grand opening for her insurance company. And I was like, Eb, look over there on the floor. Is that $100 on the floor? I said, look at God. And I picked it up. I was like, oh no, this ain't real. But I was still so excited because I'm like, if God, if you gonna let this $100 bill be on the floor, it's not even real, but you gonna let this $100 bill be on the floor, and I was at the right place at the right time to see that $100 bill on the floor, and nobody else came across and picked that up, then that means that when something real drops in my lap, oh, I'm going to celebrate and praise and thank God because you allowed me to see it before I could see it. And I was like, God, you, bro, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to allow me to see that paper $100 bill on the floor. But I brought that thing home. I still ain't throw it away, but I brought that thing home, and my husband was like, "Oh, you got $100 on the counter?" I was like, "Man, no, it's not real, but it's on the way though. It's on the way." And keep thinking and believing it's on the way. And he was like, yeah, you right. Increase is coming. And we got so hype about this fake $100 bill. But God is just amazing that way where he allowed me to have that moment to see it before I see it. So when stuff like that happen, that's why I have no choice to celebrate everybody else when things happen for them, because their miracle and their blessing is attached to me, and I don't care if I know you or not. And that's why a lot of times, and some people might not know, might not understand, but that's why a lot of times when stuff happens for other people, sometimes I get so overwhelmed with emotion and excitement, because I just know, like, you don't know what that situation that they were dealing with before that moment happened for them, and God just showed up for them. And I'm just like, God, you are so great, gracious, and faithful to show up for somebody. And I am just honored to be able to sit and watch these things happen for people. And like I said, I know if it can happen for them, it can happen for me. And if it don't happen for me, God, I'm okay because you allowed me to see it happen for them. That's the most amazing thing. Like, yo, I will legit sit and cry for somebody in excitement. That's just me. Like, I'm always ready to see somebody win. So, man, that is so true, Eb. That is so true. It's truly the little things, and we just kind of got sidetracked. But I mean, ultimately, that's what we are secure enough in our identity to know who we are to be able to root for other people when stuff happens. So you see how I did that? I
Absolutely.
tied it back around.
Absolutely. And that's what I wanted to touch when you was just that's what literally was hitting my mind. Like the fact that you can celebrate the small things, you can celebrate the big things. Um You know what I'm saying? Whether it's in your friend circle or whether it's in your community circles, your networking circles, or whatever. Because when something happens for one of us, it's really a win for everybody. And Kim is, I'm telling you, I'm the same way. And Kim know that when something happened, I get so overwhelmed where I have to sit down. I have to take a deep breath because I start getting that anxious feel in my body where I'm kind of like, oh my God, this is happening. You know what I'm saying? This is happening with her. Like, this is really happening. Because when you sit and watch somebody work so hard for something, see, I feel it in my throat right now. When when you when you sit and watch someone work real hard for something and you start to see things coming to fruition for them, especially like somebody that's close to you, whether they close to you or not, it's overwhelming. Like, but not in a bad way. It's like you have to just sit down, and that does tie back into identity, because when you're comfortable with who you are, whose you are, or whatever, it's just like, listen, I'm getting overwhelmed right now. But when you're comfortable with who you are and whose you are, you can celebrate other people, whether you know them personally or not. Because right now, especially, we've been tied into so many different networks and so many different groups of people. I Especially people we've gotten to know. Like, if I know you or have gotten to know you or even like have had conversation with you on any platform or anything, I know what you're trying to get to and what you're trying to do. You know what I'm trying to get to and what I'm trying to do. So when I see something good happen for you, I know that this is the, I don't know anybody to watch Here Is Holy uh sermon with Pastor Mike Todd, but baby, Here Is Holy. Here Is Holy. That's it. That's it. And that definitely ties back into identity. Get comfortable in who you are so that you can, so that nobody else's wins or anything or just anything going on, it doesn't even deter you in any, it doesn't even put any negative connotations towards you. Because Kim can share a story, we all can actually on this stage, where when we have shared our wins publicly or in private, how people change up. But when you securing your identity, that change up that people try to come at you with, it don't even phase you.
And now just connecting that back to identity as well. When you know who you are able to connect with more people like you, like-minded people, or even people that are headed to where you're going. Because when you don't know who you truly are, sometimes you can see other people and their successes or where they're at in their journey could seem like it could be a detriment to you, or like not knowing who you are just allows almost all those things to impact you in other ways. When you know who you are, you start to make the friends with the people that you need to be around. When you know what your vision is, you know where you're headed, you know which direction to walk in. So that just bringing it back to identity, like knowing who you are allows you to find your circles, your tribe of people that can help you stay on the right path.
And listen, all right, nope, I'm not about to do this. Breathe. So, all right, I'm getting pulled on. So so clearly I know everyone in this group, in this room right now at this table, and it's overwhelming because I sit back and watch, like, Brittany, everything God is doing for you. I'm just over here just excited, and every time I see your name pop up, I see a post that she might make. Whatever it is that's Brittany is doing. Brittany is out here moving and shaking, and it just makes me overwhelmed with joy and excitement and love, because I love to see my sisters out here doing what it is that they do. Like, you out here doing you, and it excites me so much. And I'm just like, man, like, this is amazing. Like, I truly hope and pray that everybody can experience that. And Ree just gave birth to twins, y'all. Double blessings. Like, and Alyssa, I don't, to be able to be connected with somebody that birthed double blessings in the world, and they're happy and healthy, and she's an amazing person, amazing mother, amazing entrepreneur. It's just like, man, I'm just blessed to be able to connected with her as well. And Alyssa, oh my God, like the stuff that God is doing for you, girl. Like everybody, Katrina, my Joy sister, like everybody in here, not just us at the top table, but y'all too. Like I'm genuinely excited and happy for y'all. And I'm so glad that God got me to a place where I can openly say that I'm secure in who I am and what he has me doing, that I can root for y'all and who y'all are and what assignments he has y'all doing and y'all are a part of. Because our assignments are not the same. But to be able to be that person to be like, I just want everybody to rock out and do what it is that they God got them doing and just do it so them y'all do it so y'all, like I don't know if that makes sense, but y'all just do it in only the way that y'all can do it, and y'all rocking it. I love it. I promise y'all I love it. And I gotta stop talking because I'm not about to cry.
I'm over here laughing, not at you, Kim, but I'm looking at the table, and I'm looking at Katrina, Regina, and Brittany. And I don't know why God put this on my heart, but okay, this may sound a little corny, may sound a little cheesy. But you know, we all know how Facebook works. Facebook gives you all these pictures of people you may know. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know nobody named Katrina. I don't know nobody named Regina. Okay, I don't know Brittany. I don't know who these people are. Same for when Alyssa popped up on mine. I was like, who are, I don't know these people. So God just showed me that every time y'all pictures have popped up on my Facebook, and he just told me that's people you need to know. Why? He ain't show me that yet. But I'm like, okay, Katrina been popping up like I don't know who she is. Regina been popping up, I don't know who she is. And Brittany been popping up, I don't know who she is. That happened same with Alyssa. When Alyssa popped up, God was like, add her. I said, okay, I'm gonna add her as a friend. Alyssa, I don't know you, but I feel like I know you deep down. I feel like we have a connection. I don't know how, but God knows. And same for Katrina, Regina, and Brittany. Y'all been popping up on my timeline on Facebook. And I'm like, Lord, I need you to show me who it is who and what it is about these women. And then I went to Kim. I said, hey Kim, you know somebody named this person, this person? Yeah, we in this, they in JTK, they in this. I said, okay, God, I see what you're doing because this is, I'm not going to cry. Nope, not going to do it. A part of my identity is finding true friendships for Ebony, a true friendship that somebody or people that get me, people that I can be around, be in a community with. And there's no judgment zone, entrepreneurs, and everything of that nature. And God has been sending people my way like that. So just, I don't know why I was led to share that. So when y'all see my friend request, if God put it on your heart, go ahead and, add me. But God has been sending me people that I need in my life for my identity. And I didn't realize it until this moment when I just so happened to look down and see who was all at this table already. And I'm like, God is telling me these are people that you need at your table because the type of table that you have requires women of a certain caliber, okay? Which is why it's a mansion and not a house at the top that y'all gonna click, follow that green mansion. Little shameless plug, don't mind me. But I'm just saying that the type of things that God has us doing as women in our lives, we have to have a certain caliber of people around us. And God recently removed some things from people and some things from my life that serve me no purpose. And so I don't know why God had me share that with y'all, but He's just showing me another in this, like this is like a real time moment, showing me another side of myself that I need to open up and explore about my true identity. So I don't know why God had me share that. I really don't know. So I really don't know, y'all.
Ebony, you know why. We always know
Listen, I know
why.
why you said it because that was for me too.
Right.
Um, to be honest, that was for me too. Like earlier when I spoke up and said, like because it wasn't the fact that I feel like I'm harboring imposter syndrome. No, I definitely don't think I used to be like that, and I feel like I definitely have grown that. But that identity part, those parts of yourself that you still trying to figure out how to even share or expose necessarily, but in of course the way that God wants you to. That's where we all just trying. You know what I'm saying? You trying to. That's where you at. You trying to figure that out. That's where I am. And no, that was for me. That was for me.
That was a corporate word.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to, but okay, okay, God. So I just heard he is literally preparing this table in front of our enemies, the ones that thought that they were going to try to stick it to us, to keep us from knowing who we are, to keep us in a constant cycle of imposter syndrome, false humility, not knowing who we truly are, not knowing who we are in Him and who He has called us to be. He has called us to be kings and queens. So this is not just a regular table. This is a royal table that you are a part of and we will be connected with. And we will walk with you, not just now, but in further time. Like this is not just a temporary type of thing. Like when you become a part and you kick it with us and you hang out with, like this is for a lifetime. Like, and there might be seasons where it comes and goes and the connection might drop just a little bit, but you still gonna be connected. And that's what is needed now in this time and in this season, that women need to know. They need to know that you can feel safe. You can talk about anything. You can talk about maybe not feeling adequate, but at the end of the day, you gonna be all right. Like you can talk about being upset, being frustrated, maybe having anxiety, feeling depression, whatever. But at the end of the day, we are gonna swing it around and come back to remind you that you are royalty and that you are a king and queen, and you are going out here and live in and walk in your purpose and do it how you supposed to do it. And man, he's legit. He's legit preparing a table. Wow, he's preparing the table.
At the very
And
first table. This is the very first, my very first show or whatever, our room, our first clubhouse room, and you can see it all coming together.
legit. And that's crazy because I'm like, all right, God, do I need to write some notes? Like, I think I don't. I think I need to have some notes or something. And it just got to the point where I didn't have anything. And everything we've been talking about and that's been shared is intentional and it's
What did
supposed to
we
be
say,
shared.
Kim? What did me and Steve say earlier about? Oh, we thought we was just letting them use us. What is you doing? What are you over there trying to do? We thought we was just gonna walk in here and let them use us.
Well, he's definitely using us, but we have to tell people who we are. Like we're talking about identity, and I think that was part of the exercise that he was like, make sure they have their bio so they're able to explain out of their own mouths who they are. And again, it would have been so easy. Like if I could have said, Eb is my sister. She's this amazing person. She's super strong. Everybody loves her. Everything she touches is just amazing. And she has this great work ethic and she's an amazing sister. And that's my roadie and da 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 da. Like it would have been so easy for me to talk about each and every one of y'all and everybody in this room, really. But for me to open my mouth and talk about myself, that was the initial exercise. Who are you? And are you able to articulate that so somebody else can't walk up on you and tell you who you are? So yes, he is definitely flowing and moving, but that wall had to get broken through.
It was mandatory. We know.
Mhm. So now that y'all know what the game is, we out here, we outside, y'all. This has been great, man. Like I know we were gonna start this conversation in one of our meetings, but they were like, "No, let's take it to Clubhouse." And I'm glad we did. I'm really glad we did. And y'all let us know in the comments, like, are y'all getting anything from this? Y'all want to add anything? We got a little bit of time, so if anybody wanna, I don't know how you turn on hand
Reese,
raising.
I'll turn it on because Reese said she had something to say, but hand raising was off. So I'm going to turn hand raising on so she can
Okay, so
come
Okay.
we
up.
gonna if you want to come up and add, we got some time. So please, please, please add and let us know Is this conversation going in the right direction? This is our first room, so give us a little bit of grace. But I can't believe God got us out here. He got us out here. We are outside.
And I'm multitasking. I'm making dinner, so I'm listening, trying to do like a million things at the same time. But I'm here.
All right, inviting Brittany up.
Hey, ladies.
Welcome to the table, Brittany. We love you,
Hi,
I
Brittany.
love you all. This is amazing, like amazing, and so, so much needed. Whereas to everybody is being themselves. Like you can relax. I mean, if you take your wig off, you take your bra off, you can literally just relax. And this is what's needed, because a lot of times we get on these apps and we hear certain things and you feel like you have to sound this type of way or you have to watch what you say, and this is just like raw, uncut. It's the truth. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I was sitting down here, I was minding my business, and the Holy Spirit was showing me, I don't know, um, yeah, I see this right here that you all are doing. This is something big and it's much needed, and it's so many women out here that needs this type of community, that needs the type of personalities and the positivity that you all are bringing, like it is needed right now. And I just see it, like I said, this is just the appetizer. This is kind of like you at the restaurant, you getting the hot wings and you waiting on the meal to come, because I see this big. Like I see you all, I'm talking about, I see you all on stage sitting in chairs, like at the round table talking. I mean, I see this, like whatever you all are doing, continue to do it. Listen, I'm rooting for you all. I'm the cheerleader on the side. Continue to do it because it's needed. Normally, I'm not even on here. I'm in and out. But when I seen your post, Kim, I'm like, oh no. I searched your name. I couldn't find it. I was like, where is this? Where is this? I think I went to Ebony's page to find the link to get on here. And it was like, it asked me a question. I'm like, skip that. I got to make sure that I'm here to support, because I know that the love is just so genuine and fire. And then the fact that the title was about identity, like it blew my mind, so I know that this was a divine connection. I'm just grateful. God is so funny how he do things, but it's not our way, it's his way. So I'm just riding the wave, but I'm just so grateful, and you ladies continue to do what you do. Even if you reach one person, whatever you say, like it, is one person that you all brought closer to Christ. So that's a blessing within itself. And I yield the mic.
Brittany, you got a seat at the table. Thank
Definitely
you.
does.
100%. I can't do this because y'all know I'm already about to get over here. Brittany, don't do this. Don't do this
I
to me
was
like
trying to
this.
mind my
Look.
business.
All right, let's breathe. And that's so funny. But I can't. That's so funny. Like God, like I was the one that was like, I ain't trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that, God. I don't want to do that. And man, it's it's
I'm gonna
it's
just throw in there
definitely.
that Kim, you have been so obedient in the last, like, I don't know, like your consistency and your obedience. You have been right on point with just listening and doing.
I truly say I feel as though I don't have a choice, and I know a lot of people say, well, God, He allows you to make your choices, but Kim doesn't have a choice. I don't have a choice. You know, like it's so many people out here that was just like me when I was in my isolation period where I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk about this type of stuff, to talk about how I know I'm destined for greater, and for them to not hate on me for saying that. And God was just like, you gonna make the very thing that you need, and it's gonna be the table that you wanted to sit at all those years ago when you didn't have a table to sit at, and now you have a table to sit at, but you will sit. I can't do this. You sitting at the head of the table. I never imagined. I never imagined. So, Brittany, thank you so much, girl. I love you so much. Thank you for your words, because it's only about the one. It don't have to be 100. It don't have to be 50. It don't have to be 20. If it's the one, I'm cool. Like, God, I am truly okay. That's it. So I gotta, man, somebody else talk because I'm about to put these tissues to use.
Whenever you're ready, Reese, you have something you want to share with us?
Hey, ladies. Okay. This room. First, can you guys hear me? Uh-oh. Wait a
Yeah, we
second.
can hear you.
Okay. I was trying to
Oh,
make
that's
sure my
Katrina. Hey,
Bluetooth.
Katrina.
Okay. Hey, girl. This room, the first room, was phenomenal. You guys did a great job. Like Brittany said, it was very relaxing, made us feel comfortable. Like she said, sometimes when you go in rooms, you may feel like everything have to be dressed, and especially if you're working on your identity. Sometimes you may not feel comfortable speaking up, but this room really made me feel like, oh, I'm with my homegirls, I'm with my sisters, and the topic was phenomenal. um I talk to Kim all the time, and I've been going through a season when I was working on my identity and everything and not shrinking, and she always just pours into me and remind me, be who you are. Don't care what people say. It's time to be exactly who you are. Don't shrink back anymore. So I love what you guys are doing. I love that you guys genuinely support each other, and I'm just glad I was able to tune in today. So keep going, ladies. This was great.
Thank you so, so much, Katrina. Katrina, girl, you know I love you. I absolutely love and adore you. And yes, like we can't go out and be nobody else. We got to be ourselves. And if that means that my English may not be proper, that's okay because I'm tired of code switching. And like I said, that's going to be another topic for another day because it really burned my grits. I can't do it. I can't do it no more, y'all. But Katrina, thank you so much for your words. I absolutely love you from the bottom of my heart. I know you're gonna stay connected, so I don't even have to say that. But girl, I love you, y'all. Katrina, listen, sis out here about to do some amazing things. So if y'all not following her and everybody else that's in here, y'all need to go on and follow each other because this is about to explode. Like we already told y'all about the story about what was a joke with this room, and then Sierra selling her juices is now within 2.5 weeks time is tangible that we're having this room and Sierra is selling out of her juices. Like, quit playing. Like, everybody got the sauce on them. Follow each other. Let me be quiet because I'm not about to do this, y'all. Go Ree, please go ahead and talk.
She's probably like me, don't know what's going, how to operate this stuff, how to use it on the back end, because I've never done any of this stuff.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear
Am
you.
I? Oh, okay. So wait. I haven't been on here forever. I seen Kim post. I'm like, I guess I downloaded. So I'm like trying to figure. But I'm emotional like Kim. Once I get to talking, I might start crying myself. I just want to say everyone in this group is dope. The name fits perfectly. I'm so proud of everybody. Um, up on stage or what is at the stage, Ebony, Kim, Sierra, Jasmine, Santa, other ladies. You all are amazing, and I'm trying not to talk too much because one of the babies are asleep, but one of them is sitting right here.
I Somebody else go, please.
And but now Riri just that is my little sister, and so she'll probably be checking in as often as she can because she does stay close to the things that I'm doing. But she's been following this journey for a while with us, so she knows she was at some of the first dinners, and she's been on a journey of her own. And I can say she's getting there. She did just give birth to two baby boys naturally. Everything was done naturally. They came out perfect. She was perfect. So that, and it's so sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for all the things that we do because as a woman, like even down to just giving birth and things, some people don't see how much that takes from you and your identity as well. So that's a little bit about my little sister. We're glad to have you joining. I know you're gonna stick close to us, Ree.
Yes, already has a seat at the table, and everyone here, you have a seat at the table. We are open. We are welcoming any and everybody. Like we talked about our experiences, what we do in our own group chat. We're basically taking that and putting that into this network. So bring any and everything that you want. Be vulnerable if you need support, whatever. But I'm just over here losing my mind because how amazing is God to bring somebody to the table today that gave birth to double blessings. Like that connection cannot be lost on us right now in this moment. Is that Reed just gave birth to twins not that long ago, and we just talked about how within a matter of 2 weeks I mean, if you think about it, we just had two rapid births also within a matter of 2 weeks of each other, and like double. Can't do
It's the double season right now, Kim.
that. Ebony, please, 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 cause please.
It's
I know
funny
you got
because
something. I know you got.
it's funny because the other day I was scrolling through Facebook and I seen somebody else's post, and their name is also Ebony. But the first thing I saw was her ultrasound pictures, and somebody said, "Congratulations, Ebony, on the twins." I said, "Jesus, is it double season right now?" And then I seen something else, and I think I went to the store, and I was walking in the grocery store, and there's a lady that was coming out holding her kids' hands, and there was twins. I said, Jesus, okay, we in the double season. Twins, double, if everything is gonna happen like double portion, as in twos, twins, 2 weeks, double anointing. Is gonna happen in double the time. Everything that's going on right now. When we were talking about the quickly and the suddenly, that's how quick suddenly it's gonna be double. Suddenly it's going. That's what's going on right now, Kim. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. That's how sudden it is. And the way that God is sending down his anointing is in double timing. Oh my gosh.
That podcast in this clubhouse.
Definitely double season. I
Oh,
see so many
Brittany.
twins. I see so many twins now. It is so funny. Like, I had actually forgot about today. So I was on Twitter. I told my sister, I'm like, I forgot what I said to her, but I was texting her, and I'm like, don't mind me. I'm just kind of trying to figure myself out right now. I'm like, I think I joked and said I'm having like a midlife crisis. I know I'm too young for that though. But like the past couple weeks, I've been kind of like reflecting on a lot of things. Thinking about my life. And then I got on Twitter. Like I don't have a lot of friends, so I just be talking. And I was just saying like how I've never had a real identity of my own. I've always been under my brothers or my sister's son. So like I said, I don't have my own friends. Like I don't have a group of friends of my own. I've always hung with my sister friends, and I'm like, well shoot, I'm about to be 32 years old and I don't have my own friends. And I was saying how like I don't like really being an introvert. Like I'm slowly coming out of it, since I became an esthetician. Like I have to talk to people. I have to put myself out there, but I still don't have like a group of friends, like I have people I could talk to here or there, but nobody like we don't have girls night, we don't go out for brunch, we don't do any of that. So here I am. I just had two babies and like the only person I really have is my husband, of course, my sister. So I was just like, man, it's hard. I said, I hate this for me. I don't have anybody to talk to and this and that. And I'm like, a lot of people, they act like they're okay with, being a loner, or I'm okay with not talking to people, and I'd rather stick to myself because this and that. And it's like so hard being vulnerable um, nowadays because a lot of people aren't genuine and they'll take what you say and they'll spread your business out, so you don't really have real people out there like that, and you amazing group of ladies. Like you are, it's it's so funny how it worked out. How I was just on Twitter, get on Facebook, and I see that, and I like hurried up and hopped on. I downloaded my Clubhouse, and I listened to Sierra, I listened to Jazz, and I'm like, I was both of them. I know I came on late, but I'm like, I definitely like I was both of them. Both of you are, and then it's just crazy, like how everything everybody said. I can totally relate to everybody, and I'm still like going through this identity thing myself. I know it's gonna take a while, and I'm ready for the journey. But that's it, y'all.
The fact
Free.
that you said you are ready for the journey, there's a lot of people that won't even say that much, Reed. I give you so much credit, okay? Because you just put yourself out there by surrendering yourself. Say, I'm ready for this. Let's do this. I'm ready to I'm ready to come to y'all table where I can set myself free and be myself and learn who I am all in one. So the fact that you said you are ready, a lot of people don't even say that. So you, ma'am, you get ready for this journey and welcome to this table because here you have more than enough people to welcome you with love, open arms. You need a chit chat. You need something to laugh about because 10 times out of 10, me and Kim gonna be laughing about something. But at the same time, this table here with all these ladies, we welcome you for the things that you've never had in a friendship to find out the things that you need to find out about yourself to learn out who Ree truly is. We are here for you. So don't you ever, but I know you're not going to disconnect from us and we're not going to let you, honestly. So, girl, I just want to
She
say
said she
welcome
got
and
to
I
get
commend you for
ready.
being ready.
Yeah, we have it. You got a whole group of people now that's gonna be holding you accountable. It ain't no more
Definitely.
slipping back under your little rock.
You
You got
always
to come
do
out.
anyway. You always hold me accountable. You always do that, even if I don't want to hear it, y'all. She always doing that. And my sister, I don't know if y'all know her, Anisha Stanley. She's a doula. She was doing cakes and everything not too long ago. But she had an event not too long ago, a brunch, and she invited me, and I'm like, I don't want to go, but I'm like, let me go to get out this house. I've been in this house all this time. Was it last month actually? So it was like one of my real outings since I had the boys there 4 months now. So I went and they were all up there talking. She's like, anybody else want to talk? And like when you're something is telling you to just go up there, but you're like, no, no, I don't want to go up there, no. Then I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I went up there, y'all. I actually started crying. I'm like, oh Lord, I was so embarrassed because I don't talk, let alone I'm crying in front of nobody. But it was like, ugh, too much.
You got to get ready for it.
We are definitely similar. And because I'm over here bawling right now, like, gosh, she's the one. Okay, I want to cry. I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do this. I didn't want to do this. Oh, get it together. I didn't want to do this.
I just kept telling
But
myself, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry.
no,
But
and that's the thing. Like we coming after you. Like that's the type of people this group is. Like we coming once you get in there. Like I'm not about to let you give up on yourself because I was that person that didn't want to talk. I hated crying in front of people because I thought it was me showing that I'm weak, and that's not it at all. And now, like I said, I'm up here doing a clubhouse room talking, and Johanna down there, she know I didn't want to talk to nobody. Like when I really got into JTK, and she was like, "All right, y'all start talking to y'all battle buddies," and I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like I ain't signed up for that, but I did it, and it's been acceleration ever since. And you the one today. Like I'm good. You the one. Like you have to know that you have people where everybody is here. Everybody is here. Whatever it is that you want to do, you just let it be known and let us know, and we will be there to support you. Whatever it is, man. I'm just wow. Like I honestly, I didn't want to do this, and look what happens when I still be obedient, and we still be obedient. and show up and do what it is that we're meant to do, honestly, because this is just the beginning. Like, God has been showing me the end result, but I just didn't see the stuff in between to get to that point. And you own the ride with us, girl. Like, we coming after you. You can't dip out. We got every different type of woman in here. Like we said, we got mothers in here. We got married women, including myself. We have divorcees. Like, everything that you can imagine is covered here in this group. God is so gracious enough to allow that I didn't go too far with what he gave me, to slow me down to get these particular co-visionaries in place and to get these pillars in place. Because I already told God I don't want to do that by myself. Like, I know what I see, that it's going to be too big for me to handle on my own. And he literally had me slow down and stop, because I some of y'all may know, some of y'all don't, but this actually started out with just being a subscription box. Like, DDW was just a subscription box, and now it's a group, and now we're on Clubhouse, and he allowed me to slow down and really stop for everybody else to catch up, to get into position to be like, all right, we can push this thing forward. So look, we will slow down, speed up, whatever it is that we got to do to make sure that you get to where you want to be. We got you. I promise you, we got you. And we coming after you. Like I said, we not gonna let you fall off. Follow the group, follow the Instagram page, get into the Facebook group. I don't even know everything that we doing right now, but I know we doing something. So just come along on the journey with us, and we follow us as we follow God, because that's it. That's what we doing. We following God, but follow us as we follow God, and we all gonna get there. No woman left behind. Man, I'm just in awe right now. Like, wow, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Anybody else have anything to say? Anything they want to share
I
before we wrap
do.
up? Anybody else down in the audience want to say something real quick? Please feel free to raise your hand. Just let us know, because this is crazy. This is our first room, but certainly not our last.
Kim, if it's okay, I would like to share. I'm literally trying to mind my business, and the Holy Spirit is pulling on me. So this morning I woke up and I couldn't understand. He gave me a word. I couldn't understand. God gave me a word. What was going on, but I was obedient. And when I just heard Raya speaking, he brought it back to my memories, and I feel led to share it. And I don't know why it feels so heavy with me, with you ladies in the D.O.P.E Divine Women Network. Okay. So the title is called Behind the Scenes. So just one second, y'all. So it's called Behind the Scenes. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes is where the press of new oil happens. When you get into the secret place and you speak with the Lord, when you speak on things you wouldn't dare to speak to anyone out loud. Behind the scenes is where you let it all out. It is where you say, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. God, why me? Lord, please take me now. I can't endure any more pain. You scream, you cry, you shut the world out because you feel like your life isn't matching up to all of the promises that God has showed you. Behind the scenes is where you point out all of your flaws, what you didn't say right, what you messed up, why God removed these people. Behind the scenes, it's like coming home from work, taking off everything to bathe. God is saying there is no such thing as perfect. This is why I pull you behind the scenes often. It's impossible to carry 10 loads at a time without stopping. Everything that has everything has light and darkness. But you, my child, there is always light down on the inside of you. Even in darkness, you will still shine. Come to me and allow me to remove the loads and produce the new oil down on the inside of you. Because where you are going, you can't use the old oil in this season. And I yield.
I gotta let that sit for a minute, because I'm gonna let it sit.
It's a lot to take in. Is there any way you can share that with us?
Brittany, that That is so timely and so on point. And that's just so just like God to give somebody else something and somebody roll up right at the right time to give it to you. Because that's where I was with this. Um I was like, God, I can't do it. It's too much. I can't do it. You go ahead, take it back, or find somebody else. Because first of all, ain't nobody gonna take it seriously because it's me. So just go ahead and give it to somebody else. They'll take it serious with. And he's like, Nah, I said what I said. Like, chill out, sit back, relax. I'm sending you people. I'm sending you help. And along comes the help, and it does not feel heavy at all. It and that's why and that's why I said I had to make myself put on a face full of makeup because I couldn't treat it casually anymore. I can't treat it casually because this is not anything small. It's a big deal. And like I said, if I can show up for everybody else, we got to know how to show up for ourselves. And though I'm still in my onesie because I'm cold, I still got it. Well, I've been crying, so it's all jacked up. But I took a picture before we started and I put it on the DDW Network Instagram page if you want to go look and see. But that's why, like, it's so like God to show up when stuff feels heavy. And now I'm on Clubhouse in this room with a face with makeup on and it doesn't feel heavy at all. Like it just feels like second nature. Like we are just hanging out talking as if we're in one of our meetings, but it feels so easy and just light and it's so much peace here. And yeah, I just want everybody to be able to experience that and to know that God love you enough to show up for you so you don't have to do it alone. It's not going to feel like hell when you're doing it. It's going to feel peaceful because everybody just and no script, no script. Everybody just fall into place how we fall into place and we just flowed and it's just oh my God, Brittany, that you just literally put language to what I was going through. That's literally putting language to what I was going through. And I thank you so much for your obedience. I thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm just like, I'm over here breathing deep now. Like that is just, you just legitimately put language to the journey to get here today for me. So thank you so much for sharing it.
You are welcome. Meanwhile, I was trying to go hide somewhere, and there's nowhere for me to go hide, so I had to.
Ain't no more
It's
hiding,
the
girl. The
obedience for
caves are
me.
closed. We said that a month ago.
It's the obedience for me.
No more hiding. We can't hide no more. It's too many people. It's too many people that need us. And look, I needed you. I needed you today. So I'm not gonna cry again. Get it together, Kim. Man, it's the first day, y'all. I promise I'm gonna get better. But Brittany, I needed you today. And so I'm so glad that you showed up and came out and did what you did like you do. Like I needed you today, Britt. So I'm so glad again. I'm grateful for your obedience. I'm grateful for you and you alone and who you are, not with anything extra, because you don't need anything extra, but just to be Brittany. And I'm so glad that you're you and you're walking in who you are. I love you. I promise I love you to the bottom of my heart. I got to stop talking because I'm going to cry again. I can't. I love you. I truly love you.
I love you too. Don't make me cry, so stop talking. This is the first of many. It sounds like the table is needed, and I look forward to being able to come back and expand on just like we have a lot of dope things that we talk about and discuss, and just like everyday life things that everybody is experiencing and helping each other work through those things. Like I'm excited for the next time that we get a chance to meet. And I'm glad that it's going to be a little bit more frequently now. Like life was pulling us all in a lot of different directions, and so we was meeting when we can. But now we got something on the schedule.
Yes,
Yes,
it's
I
the
love it. We
consistency.
official. Right? We are
We
official. As Kim said, we
we
outside.
outside, y'all. Man, I can't believe it, but I'm just still in awe. And the table is officially open, y'all. Like, pull up your chair, pull up your seat. Welcome to the table. I'm gonna bring Hyacinth up. The table is open, so I'm so glad we did this. I'm truly happy that we did this. Uh-oh, did we bring her up? Oh, okay. Welcome to the table, Hyacinth.
Hey, thank you, ladies. I miss a lot of it. I'm gonna do the replay, but I'm just grateful to be in this room because I wanted to just sit quietly and just listen, but the spirit won't let me shut up like right now. And I'm following Brittany. Oh, girl, 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 girl. I just look on my phone and I saw it and I was like, what is Brittany up to now? And I said, to God be the glory, because I'm new to Clubhouse. I think I maybe like been to like 5 rooms since I've been on Clubhouse. And it was a friend that introduced me to Clubhouse, as a matter of fact. Like, I was at church one day and I was like ready to quit. Like, I remember Ciara one night you were talking like I never forget, because until now, girl, you just messed me up. Like, people misunderstood you. Like, people don't really understand who you are. Like, when you get into worship and whatever, like, you people don't really, they look at you like, who are you? Who do you think you are? Like, I mean, you want to say you're an evangelist, you want to say you're a this, you want to say you're a author and all of that, but people don't really understand you. So you sitting there, you're doing everything that is right. You trust in God. But at the same time, you have that feeling like, am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? So I had to really sit and like examine myself and say, where am I going wrong? Like, I have to search the Lord. I have to get in his face. And then the Holy Spirit tell me, ain't nothing wrong with you. you are you are you are wonderfully made. I made you who you are. You can't be anybody else but yourself. And I'm so grateful this evening that I can come in this room and feel comfortable. Sit there, because I went into a room, not to bash anybody, but when I went there, I had so much going on. I just wanted a release. Like, I just wanted some prayer. But when I got there, the person that was there says, oh, when I raised my hand, he says, oh, you come in with a monitoring spirit. Who sent you? And I said, this is nothing but the pit of hell. And so that is why I sit here and I just listen, because I said I don't want to be like up in everything, but you ladies just let me feel at home. Like, this is somewhere where you can come and express yourself without being judged of anything. And I'm grateful for that opportunity, and I'm so glad. And Brittany, child, you ain't even got a clue what you're doing to me, girl. I'm telling you, to God be the glory. But I said right now, I tell everybody that my season is over. I'm walking in my purpose right now. Whether you like me or you don't like me, or you think I'm not doing things the way you want it to be done, I'm walking in my purpose. I thank you guys for this opportunity. Thank you.
Come on, Miss Hyacinth. Okay. You better let them know. Oh, let me calm down because I will scream your ear off. Look,
Yes. They said I come in with a monitoring spirit, ready to read me. Oh, where are you? I said, I talk with an accent. I'm from the Caribbeans. Even a fool can pick that up. Oh, where are you? Are you in Jamaica? Okay, if you're a prophet, shouldn't the spirit tell you, like, I'm not here? Where am I? You could pick me up on your radar. So I'm not bashing nobody, but I says I know God for myself. I have a personal relationship with him. I know who I am and I know whose I am. So ain't nobody can get up in my head because whosoever hold your speech, hold your future. Thanks be to God.
That was a word. That was a word to me.
That was absolutely a word. Miss Hudson, we love you. We love you for just coming up to the table and just setting it
The
off. You
rawness.
set us off. Listen, oh my goodness. I'm just like, you just brought this thing full circle, and I love you for that. Thank you so much for walking unapologetically in who you are, because that's who people need to see. That's how people will get back to God. Is all it truly is. If you out here doing you, do you. And I love you for that. Thank you so much for coming up here and dropping fireballs for us before we head out. We love you so much. We hope you come back whenever it is that we do come back on this platform. We will be back. But man, I'm just got me excited all over again. If I could do a cartwheel, I would.
Yes, yes, yes. And just in this hour, it's saying, we are the remnants. We are the remnants. Because this Bible says, the stone that the builder refused always become the head cornerstone. We are the remnants. We are the next TD Jakes. We, ha, ha, we are the next TD Jakes of this nation. Hallelujah, Jesus. We are the next Juanita Bynum of this era. There will be redundant. This is a new generation taking over. And I said, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this mighty move of God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm just so excited. And Brittany, I thank you again. I thank you for dragging me. Oh my God. Oh my God. To God be the glory. Great things he's doing. Great things. Great things. Great things.
Again, thank you so much for adding that. We love you for it. Man, that I said that's a way to go out, y'all. Like there is nothing else to be said here. Miss Hyson just shut it down. Look, I love y'all so much. Is any of my other moderators want to say something before we close out?
If anybody is, well, everybody is able to, don't forget to vote for our favorite cousin, Kim. She is being nominated. And we want to make sure that she wins this year as a supernatural entrepreneur. The links, I think, if you follow any of us, you can get to that link to make sure just vote for her and vote as many times as you can if you got the time.
Well, I didn't mean to say that, but okay. Thank you.
That's what's going
Well, I
on right
definitely
now.
enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed this first room. This first room of ours has been absolutely amazing. If anything, I know I needed it because when Miss Heisen was talking, I had to get up and walk. I literally got up and had to walk around the room because I felt like I needed to walk into another purpose that God had just threw at me real quick when she was talking. I said, okay, God, I don't know what you just threw at me, but I'm sure about to step in it and walk in it. I literally got up and walked around. So I had to walk in that thing, whatever it's about to be. But I'm so happy that everybody came and joined us for this topic today. Just remember that we're not going to allow anybody to write our trajectory. We're not going to allow anybody to tell us what our trajectory is. As long as we are in alignment with God and God continues to put us on that straight path, we're going to align with God and do everything that God has tells us to do, and we're going to just continue to walk with Him and know who we are, what we are, who we belong to.
That's man, don't you get me started all over again. Anybody else, Jasmine, C or Santa want to say something before we head on out?
No, this was a great room. So much got dropped here today. Just make sure you guys go catch the replay, it usually posts about 10 minutes after the room ends. So just make sure you catch the replay. I'm excited for the second room, and that's it. Honestly, I just been sitting back, just taking it all in when everybody came up to speak. So
Look, I'm full. I'm just so full. Like I didn't I don't know what I expected, but I got way more than what I could have ever imagined for this to be our first room. So man,
yeah,
I, I love it.
yeah,
Sierra,
this
you
was
got
good.
anything you wanna say before we roll out?
No, everything was great. I'm so glad that you were obedient, and I'm looking forward to it. So, nothing else.
Well, look, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Y'all stay connected to us. Click on the links, the various links that we have. If you want to join the network, come on in there. You know, you have to do is answer a few questions, but we got you. We got your back. Whatever it is you want to do, come roll with us as we roll with God and follow God, and just get in on this because God is doing something, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. Connect with us on Instagram. Like I said, I posted a picture of myself in a full face of makeup because I am officially showing up for me and showing up for what it is that we are working on, what it is that myself is working on. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna be wearing a full face of makeup every day, but today was a special occasion. I'm just saying. And y'all just stay connected with us. We will be back. Most definitely. Man, this was amazing. And I'm just gonna sit in this moment after we get off here. But like we do in our meetings, we do not leave from each other's presence without praying. So Eb, if you could pray for us, pray us out. And I love y'all. Y'all have a great week. Eb, hit us with a word of prayer, please.
Father God, we thank you, and we thank you again. We cannot thank you enough. God, we thank you for Kim's obedience. We thank you for our obedience to trust the Jesus in Kim to do this room, to do this group for this moment. We thank you for everybody that was able to join us this evening and listen in on us just being ourselves. The fact that we can just relax and be women and talk about any and everything that's going on in our lives and know that this is a safe space, that this is no area where anyone's going to run and do anything and have any wrong ideas about it. Lord God, we just thank you for those new women that you're going to bring to this table. We thank you for creating this table. We thank you for just blessing us to have the mindset to know that it's okay for us to celebrate each other. It's okay for us to encourage each other, to pour into each other, Lord God. We thank you. We thank you for the many more rooms that are to come. We thank you again for this opportunity. I ask and pray a prayer of protection for every woman that is in this room, Lord God. We thank you for them. We ask you to cover them in every way, shape, and form as they finish out the rest of this evening, for the rest of this week, the rest of this month, the rest of this year, God. We know that your hand is covering them and that you are over them. And Lord God, I just pray that you let them know who they are, that they belong to you and nobody else, and don't allow the enemy to come in and tell them who they are not in light of them, Lord God. We thank you for the clarity. We thank you for the laughs. We thank you for the vulnerability, Lord God. We thank you. We praise you in your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And I'm going to close the room in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Love y'all.